So I'm just gonna do a quick computer maintenance rant. It's actually I make it much harder than it seems. But the computer maintenance rant to make your games, like say you have a low end graphics card that's 1 GB. Like I seriously thought a GTX 970 was equivalent to a 7670 ATI. I thought it was like, ATI, oh, that's just a GTX version. So I went and bought it, and they scanned me some. China just makes. They don't rebuild the video card. They just make a scanned version of an old video card. Anyways, I definitely want my $50 back for that. But here's an example of a well-running system on 1 GB, and Warframe's a perfect game because it's made for Steam. And what happens is, even though Steam has uncontrollable bugs and configurations, those bugs go away after you do system restore. And this might be a few weeks or 1 month. You might put it in standby mode with a bunch of programs, and it'll eat up memory and DLL. I don't know. But maintenance is routine on computers. So the first thing you do to maintain a computer is very obvious. You just want to do system restore, and obvious virus scans. And the second thing you want to do is do cache deletion. I learned that recently, that you can do 1 minute cache deletion instead of like 5 minute in the background. And the third thing you want to do is do the third thing you want to do is very obvious. Is make sure that Xbox detects the primary joystick configuration, that Steam detects it, and yeah, after system restore mode, all the DLLs are reinstalled from a past from another from a backup files on a backup OS on your Windows system. So that's why it works so well, because they just reinstall broken DLL files that break very easily. I can't actually remember what else you have to do. Like, I actually do think you have to do something else, but I'm not sure what it is right now. It could be that you have to do something else, basically, but I don't know what it is yet. I literally don't. Pick that up. I'm playing this with one hand, and yeah. So I'm still trying to think what you have to do. Basically, there's a third thing on computer maintenance besides cache deletion and for your system to run properly. Besides cache deletion and system restore, and the obvious to keep your system controlled without many third-party controls, you know, without a lot of third-party software. Like you have to check updates on the things you do have installed, like because updates might reinstall, reintegrate Task Scheduler, or it might reinstall something. Um, oh, and I recently found out. I don't know if this is relevant or not, but people on the internet tend to say like you can have 10 gigs or 12 or whatever, an odd number of gigs. I think that's not necessarily true. Uh, I've been coming up with a lot of clipping on my games with 10 gigs, so I've been testing that a lot recently, and I noticed there's more clipping with 10 gigs, as if it's overheating or something, because the RAM's being overclocked to the RAM of the 8 gigs. It's the same type of RAM. It's just, same voltage, but you have to make sure that the RAM is equivalent, or else it might clip on your games. Like clipping's just like a loading process. So it'll start clipping. So you don't want 10 gigs actually. You just want 8. Actually, yeah. So I would be actually using a 7670 right now if I didn't do the review. Like I did a research of the GTX 970 after I bought the card, and I was like, whoa, this is a really powerful card actually. I thought the Nvidia version was just like uh, the same as the ATI 7670, which was actually $40. I was gonna get an authentic 7670 for $40 used. But then I learned the 7670 is usually $80. So there you have a big confusion on my part from eBay and bad timing. And that fucker Twan came over, and he just started bothering me. So like I had to make a decision quick. Like he just didn't give me the time to research when I was buying it, because I had to buy him some shitty pizza. Like I didn't pay him to come over to buy me pizza though, So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna play this before I die. Here, you can watch. Oh, hold on. Huh? What?